In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse just to stay in for the night. Hello.
That was a struggle. Like, you missed a word.
I did not.
It gives you an excuse.
I
It
just
gives
said
you
to
excuse.
just say
No, you said that right, but you said gives you excuse.
gives you excuse.
Gives you an excuse.
No, gives you excuse.
It's not right. But
Okay,
it's okay.
we'll restart it.
No, we're not. This is what it is. This is what we're doing.
So we're gonna have excuse.
Excuse? We're terrible people.
Excuse.
So, how was your week this week?
This is my week to work, so it's been worky. But the fun thing about work is, guess what? What's my favorite thing to do?
Play video games.
Exactly. And I can play video games on my breaks and lunches at work, and it's awesome.
In actuality, you're probably just playing video games the entire time, and you're not.
I wish.
Then you're not doing any work at all, and that's what everybody does.
I wish that was the case, but no. I do work, and then but I do go to break a little bit early than I'm supposed to, but everyone does, and I go play video games.
So if everybody jumped off a bridge, would you jump?
Fuck yeah, I would. No more bills. I would leap right off that mother freaker.
The mother freaker. I like how I consistently say fuck, and you say mother freaker.
Mother freaker. I gotta, we both can't be pirates, we gotta equal it out some,
I
Know
say
what I'm
oh
saying?
geez. Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
I like how you do the head nod.
You have to do the head nod every single time.
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
That's awesome. I mean, even though it was a crappy date, I was actually thinking about this when I was driving home yesterday. I should have added this. So to recap on our bad dates thing, I have one.
Well, this is the episode.
This is my extent of pettiness. So I went on a date with this one chick, and I thought it went no, we didn't go back to each other's houses and do anything, but I thought we were gonna hang out again, and possibly that happened the next time or next two times. Well, she basically ghosted me, so I guess she just wanted a free meal, but she left her shoes in my car.
Did
So
she
I
bring
was
2 pairs of shoes?
I don't freaking know.
Was she wasted?
I guess so. And the thing, I think what happened was that we were at somewhere, and then we went to Applebee's, I think it is, and she met up with some friends, and I think she stayed with those friends, and I had to go by myself. I think that's what it was. I got pissed off about something. So she ended up leaving her shoes in my car, 'cause I guess she picked up shoes from whoever was there, or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, she left her shoes in my vehicle, and I texted her, called her, hey, you want to hang out again? Nothing. Didn't hear back. So then she finally answers back, but she only calls me back to ask where her shoes were.
Whore.
So I told her, I was like, I don't know what happened to them. I don't have them. They're not in my vehicle. She's like, well, I last had them in your vehicle. I was like, I don't know. I looked at it. She was like, can you look for me? I was like, yeah, I looked in the trunk. I looked here. I looked there. I don't know what happened to them. Guess what I did with her shoes?
You kept them and wore them consistently.
Yes. No, I couldn't wear her size. No, I was driving down the highway one time, and I threw those motherfuckers out the window.
Aww.
I was like,
what size were they? Were they nice? Were they cute?
They're just regular old black shoes. I don't know what brand they were. I didn't care.
Were they heels or
they were
flats?
heels. They're with the pointy heel, but I don't think they're anything like name brand or something. But,
pointy heel.
But I threw them out the window.
Look at you being
to her, and I was like, I don't know what happened to them.
You're a petty bitch.
I was a petty bitch. 100%. I was a petty bitch. I was just super angry.
No,
I got over it a few days later when I threw. I was like, I don't know if I threw them out that same night when I was drunk, or if I threw them out some other night. But I don't know. I can't remember that full extent because my memory's shot. But I knew I threw them out the window. I remember doing that. And I told her, I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened to them. You can go.
Maybe look on the highway.
I know. Go look down 183. Maybe we'll find them.
Maybe you'll see them.
I wonder if they're still there. I wonder.
No, it's been years.
It has been years, but you never know. I mean, I don't know how often they clean the highway.
They have to mow.
Oh yeah, so maybe they ran them over.
That'd be hilarious. Shredded. You should have found them after the fact.
Took a picture
and
and
just be
sent
like,
it to
I found your shoes.
found them. You want them back? They can still work. Possibly.
Did you want to go on another date and this time you pay?
And then I ghost her.
Yeah, that's how you do it though.
That is how you do it.
So my week has been stressful. You didn't even ask. You don't even care.
Babe, how's your week?
Oh, now. Now. Dick.
Janie.
I love it. I've never heard that before. I'm going to start doing that. If that doesn't happen all the time, I'm going to be upset.
It will happen all the time.
No, we need 2 shirts. Yours says Dick and mine says Cheney. So then we can like stand next to
each other. Everybody
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney. What? I don't get it.
Get it? Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney.
Anyway, performance reviews. I'm a manager, so I had to perform a lot of performance reviews.
Wait, you're a manager?
Yeah.
What about manager special?
I fucking hate you. I want a divorce. Is there any lawyers out there? Are there any lawyers? Hit me up, dude.
Oh man! Oh, that's awesome. All right, sorry. Continue.
Are you gonna tell the story or?
I had permission.
Because you're gonna do it anyway, and I fucking hate you.
So another backstory on my lovely wifey here.
The only time I was stupid,
the only thing I can get her for every year and every week and every day of my life until she does something else, which probably won't ever happen. So we're driving down the street one day, 2 years ago, I think.
No, it was 3 years ago when we were first moving to Tulsa.
We were driving down the road and there was this hotel, and it was a hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Motel. I think it was a motel. It was a small one.
Red Roof Inn.
Yeah, or Red Roof Inn, yeah. And it said on the very front, we're stopped at the stop sign, and on the very front it said manager special. And wifey looks at it, and I'm looking forward, and I see her look at it, and I see her look back at me, and she looks back at it again, and she looks back at me, and she's like, babe, how do they know I'm a manager? I just looked at her with my eyes super wide, and I was like, seriously, babe?
I think it was before I had food in coffee in
Yeah,
me.
I think we're going to brunch or something. I think we're going somewhere because it was like 1 or 2 or 12 or some crap.
I'm upset with myself for being that dumb.
This has been the best.
Every time
we drive by it, I'm like, babe, manager special.
And it's in a place that we always drive by.
Always. So it was perfect.
Not for me.
That's my one moment with wifey. She has a million on me, so I have to get her with that every single time. It's never going to get old.
Many on you.
Not to me. Yeah, you do.
You just keep on adding to them, and then I forget the
that
other
one stupid person who calls me unintelligent.
Oh my God, you are not unintelligent.
Consider I passed my 6 exams to get my A&P license. So
it was just really funny. How do I move this? Okay. We're in, I guess, a spat with this person who is upset for no reason. Ty wanted to do a beer pong tournament a month before another big beer pong tournament just to practice and get people together and hang out. Mm-hmm. This dude took it as a slight for no reason. There was no reason. We were not being mean. We were just wanting to get everybody together and play if they wanted to.
He wasn't even coming to the tournament.
He wasn't coming, and he was just acting like we offended him so deeply. And it turned out to be this thing where this dude is pretty much berating Ty to one of our friends, and then our said friend is just screenshotting all the conversations
and sending them to us.
So if you're listening to this, we know what you said, dude.
Yeah, we know what you said, and we're glad you're not going to that next tournament because you were going to get bitch slapped.
Like Will Smith bitch slapped.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Will Smith bitch slap on Chris Rock. It was gonna be like that, except I want to put the white powder in my hand. Oh. Yeah, just baby powder me.
No, just put Coke on it. Maybe it'll take him out.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
freaking guy. Anyway, so back to our lovely weeks.
So I've had performance reviews, and they're not fun. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just long and tedious, and we have to. Fifi, go away. No, go lay down. You're fine. It's just long and a lot of meetings, and it's back to back. So one after the other, and it's day in, day out. And so this was the last week for performance reviews. What?
She's trying to lay on the curtain.
Do we need to stop
you're
it?
Fine. No, you're
okay.
fine.
And so then now that it's finally done, I'm actually taking vacation this week, which I'm very stoked about. So like today's the first day of my vacation. And we're going to the Bahamas.
Bahamas.
We're gonna be Bahama mamas.
We're gonna have Bahama Mamas. I wonder if they have a. Because I know in Louisiana they have a drink called hand grenades. I wonder if they have that in.
Hand grenades or
Yeah, because like Ludacris talks about it on his one of his songs. He's like in New Orleans or something like that, and he's singing, rapping. And he's like, "Yeah, drink hand grenades."
do you know where the Bahamas are?
No, they're an island somewhere in the south, southwest, southeast, southeast.
What state do you think it's closest to?
I don't know.
Florida.
Oh,
It's by Cuba.
oh.
It's
Well,
in the
they might have
Caribbean.
hand grenades then.
It's in the Caribbean.
Caribbean islands.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't-
You don't know something. That's a first.
I know like the general area, and I don't know what is Caribbean, what constitutes the Caribbean. So I don't want to falsely claim that the Bahamas are in the Caribbean, but I really do think they are. Nassau.
I need to look at a map again. I don't know.
I think we need to have maps all over the fucking house for you.
Probably, just so I can learn. And then you might ask me like, "Oh, where's this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's right here." Where's it? Oh, it's right there. Then I'll know it. Like
Just
the
put
back
them in
of
the
my hand.
bathrooms, like, and not bring your
Ooh,
phone.
There you go. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm down for that.
Just laminate them.
1,000,000%. I'm down. But we need the one that actually is like flat, not the fucking circle or globe thing, because that thing ruins my life.
Why did that ruin your life?
Because that's the one that shows Alaska.
No, it doesn't. Regular maps show Alaska down below.
Oh, that's the book maps. That's the
don't look
book
at me.
maps. Never mind. Well, the book maps ruined me. So school ruined me.
I think all maps ruin you. You're like, what is this squiggly line? It's blue.
It is red and blue and green. What does it mean?
It's a river.
That was a good one. It's a river. Have you heard of those?
They have water.
They have water, a lot of water.
Can't drink
Some of
it.
them can be man-made, some of them
Licking my
can't be.
pants. Jesus,
Fifi,
I get
stop.
so much action from you, and I don't want it. Don't be like a normal guy in a bar. No means no.
She
All right.
keeps coming back.
So today, we've already talked for like 13 minutes. I'm sorry, Fifi and Lala is begging for
Yeah,
attention.
they just want attention. I just woke up not that long ago, and they just want all the attention right now.
They love him so much.
But Lala is like sweet. She just sits here next to me and just wants pets. But
Stares at
Fifi,
you.
She like wants you to be on your lap and wants to lick your face and wants to stare you in the eyes with like these dreamy, beautiful brown eyes.
She just stares at you, but she thinks she's a lap dog, but she's like 65 pounds. And so
Yeah, she's a pretty hefty girl. Even though
Yes.
she doesn't look it. Holy crap.
and they love treats. So y'all, if you like the show and you would like to become a Patreon, definitely check it out. Go to our website, inforthenightpodcast.com, and there's links there. Made it super easy. They're all pretty cool. Check it out. So we can buy them treats and we'll take videos of it. And
Yes, we
we'll
will.
say, hey, this person bought them this treat. Our dogs are going to get fat. That's what I'm hoping
That's
for.
all. Then they won't try to jump the fence or run away.
Because they
don't.
can't.
They don't try to run away.
So anyway, let's go to the actual episode. If you hear grunting, it's just because they're playing
Yeah,
behind
they're
us.
playing in the background.
That's
sorry.
just their noises, but we want to keep them with us today because we're going to leave in a little bit. Hey, go over there. Go on the other side. Anyway, so today's episode is We're Not Qualified.
We're not qualified.
Episode 3, we have a smorgasbord
Smorgasbord.
of questions, and I really like all of them. I'm going to do the first one. I want you to do the second one. So again, everybody, we are not qualified. We are not therapists. We are not psychoanalysts. We have no profession that will help you in any
We have
way,
no doctorate.
but we're your friend. and we're going to give you terrible advice or good advice.
I
Depending.
think I like to give good advice. I don't know about wifey over here.
I like to give 2 options. Like you have option 1, option 2,
You have the
and
petty
then
option, and you have the what you should do option.
which I want everybody to do the petty bit option, but nobody ever does. Nobody ever does. Tell me if you do it, then I'll just be like, okay. I'm trying to just don't read below.
I won't read below.
All right. So the first one is it okay to not have a friend group? How can I let my family know I'm okay with that? Yes, it's okay to not have a friend group. Friends,
Not to have a friend group? What does that mean exactly?
it's okay
Friend
not to have a
group.
friend group. How can I let my family know I'm okay with that? Like maybe people they hang out with consistently?
Friend group? I'm still confused on what that
Like
means.
your friend group. Who do you consider your friend group? He's reading. He's reading.
Interesting. I don't fully know what that means.
A friend group. People you normally hang out with. Like consistent
But I
friends.
thought like everyone has a friend group.
Not every. I don't.
Oh, are they meaning like, is it okay if they don't have one?
Yes.
So like be antisocial?
Like me.
Oh, I don't know why I was not understanding that question. Sorry, my apologies. I just woke up, like I said, 10 minutes ago. So, I mean, add 30 more minutes to that. But
Yeah, you suck at time management. So first and foremost, we're your friends, so your parents you can tell them that you talk to us, but you don't.
yeah. Well, I mean, you do, but just not like, what is it? One-on-one on one-on-one. One-on-one-on-one. Because it's 2 of us and one of them. I put one too many ones.
I'm so confused at what you're doing.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, I think it's okay to not have a friend group. I mean, wifey over here is antisocial. I think the only friend she has is me and the dogs and the cats.
I have a lot of friends. They're just not in my respective area.
She has a lot of friends, but she's lying. You should see her face.
It looks like it's gonna punch you. That's what my face looks like. Step up. So yes, it is okay to not have a friend group. If you are okay with it, that's okay. Just let your family know and reassure them, hey, I'm okay. Because some people don't need to be surrounded by other people. I find it very draining emotionally, physically, mentally. I don't like talking to people. I don't like going out. I don't like hanging out very often.
She only does because of me, so.
Yeah, because you need people.
I do need people.
Literally, you could put me in like solitary confinement, give me a book and or a television, and I could probably stay there for.
You won't get a book and you won't get a television.
I'm not in
You just
prison
talk
yet.
to your own self.
I do that already. Like I don't
See, now it's okay to not have a friend group, but once you start like taking out animals and
I don't do that.
like that guy, like that movie, Don't Fuck with Cats.
Oh my god, that's not a movie. That's like a real thing that happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it was a movie though. They made a show about it. But yeah, it was a real thing. Yes, I know, I get it. But I only know the movie part of it. I never actually looked into what actually happened because I didn't know until I saw.
They showed the legitimate YouTube video. That was the actual YouTube video.
Oh,
That's like
so
it was
it's
like a documentary. Jinx,
Jinx, show me a beer.
I said it first. Suck
No, you
it.
didn't. Maybe I will. Yeah, so it's okay to not have a friend group. And unless you're like me, then you don't have to have friends, but they just kind of
Flock to you.
flock to you because you're just a
So
funny
popular.
guy. I am so popular.
As you flip your bald head.
Break my neck.
All right, so you are on the
at
second
that.
one. This one's a good one.
All right. Big questions. Should I put a deadbolt to lock my husband in the house so he doesn't sleepwalk naked outside and scare our neighbors?
So
yes,
actually-
you should.
Actually, just a spoiler alert. This is actually from one of our friends that we're going to Bahamas with.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think you should. But wait, no. But how would that work?
Okay,
though?
so
If you
the question
deadbolt-
is, should I
get
put
the question, but if you deadbolt, then you're both locked in the room. You
if
can't
she
get-
has a key? So if you deadbolt him in so he can't get out because he keeps on getting out.
You deadbolt it with the key and then you hide the key.
Right.
Got
but
it.
He's sleepwalking, so he's not paying attention. So he already knows how to get out the regular stuff.
Yeah, I get it. But if you deadbolt and hide it, then yeah, you can't get it. Yeah, I did 100% deadbolt it.
You know what? Okay, so
They walk outside?
yeah.
That's crazy.
It happened,
how people
like,
can do that, like asleep, and you just do things.
So my friend, she would message me and she would just like we would talk, and she told me that like 2 weeks ago, it's like every single day he was in the other neighbor's yard laying on the like lawn naked.
Jesus.
It's awesome.
Hope he's got a big wang.
I don't need to know that information. You can ask him later.
I will. I'll see it later.
So what I would suggest is if you don't want to do the whole deadbolt thing, because that's like a process, and you have to add
really.
you have to add new holes and shit, and like
I mean, well,
if
I
they have,
don't think she would do it necessarily, right?
I mean, I had to switch out their doorknobs on all of their doors because somebody didn't do it. Somebody didn't do it.
I did it.
Not at their house. You didn't go to their house.
I thought you
no.
were throwing shots
Anyway,
at me.
what my suggestion is, if you've not seen movie Conjuring the Enfield one, Conjuring 2, where they were in London, the little girl takes her jump rope and wraps it around her ankle. That's what you should do to him. Tie him up. Hey, kinky.
Yeah, but then he can probably take it off.
Maybe not. Like if he's sleeping, like sometimes I sleepwalk and I would run into walls.
I've never seen you sleepwalk so far. You've done other things, but you haven't sleptwalked.
I used to as a kid.
Well, I'm glad you don't do it now because I would probably, especially if I wake up and you're standing over me.
Like Paranormal Activity style.
And then you smile like that fucking one movie, Truth or Dare, that little big...
The little big smile.
The little big smile. I would probably, I don't know what I would do. I'll probably jump out the window and run for my life. Don't do it. Okay? Thanks.
I'm going to do it just because you don't want me to.
Oh, my God. But yes, to answer the question, either deadbolt or tie, or like in that movie Conjuring, tie his ankle to the bed, I guess?
Yeah, like I think their bed frame has like
If it's a metal one, then yeah, you can easily just kind of lift up the bed a little bit and tie it to that little metal part. But if it's like ours, a platform bed, then I don't know where you would tie it on a platform. But we have no place to tie anything.
See, but if I started sleepwalking now, the dogs would get excited, run in front of me, and I would fall over them and hurt myself.
They would probably start barking at you. No, because you get up and go to the restroom. They don't bark. So
I don't know. Anyway, so those are our tips, advice.
Tips and tricks and tips.
This one
Just
is mine. Just the tip. I'm moving to a new city alone. How do I stay social and make friends?
Oh, that's super easy.
For you, Mr.
Just
Social.
Go to the bar.
Go to the... What I was going to suggest is...
or library.
Library.
Like Barnes and Noble.
That's not a library. That's a bookstore.
I know it's a bookstore, but it's like a library. You have to be quiet.
Well, how are you going to make friends if you go to these quiet locations?
People talk.
What I would suggest is, depending on the city, usually there's like trivia nights or something.
Or that.
That would be really fun because we met a lot of people when we did that trivia night. That was
and
really fun.
Wifey's really smart at doing trivia things. She
love trivia.
Knew questions that I was like,
I'm
no
still
one's going to know that. And she's like, oh, it's this. And I'm like, the fuck?
I'm still pissed off we got that This Is America one wrong.
Yeah, because we
With
said
Childish America. I said
yeah,
America,
we said
not This Is America.
Not This Is America.
This is America.
That's the title though. This is America.
But yeah, so definitely do that. Join a club. There's things like if you like hiking, there are groups on Facebook that do normal hikes.
And there's drink clubs.
Sure. Or any clubs. You can just have to find
Drink
it.
clubs.
Okay, thank you. Fuck. So I would suggest doing the trivia night because that's stupid fun if you like.
Yeah, I think that because you can do there's like a lot, and you can meet people, you can talk to people, you can learn things.
Because a lot of people,
and you can still drink. So
you can drink, and if people see you're sitting alone and they have like room in their group, they'll be like, "Hey, do you want to join us?"
Yeah, and you probably have a lot of offers.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where instant friend.
Instant friend. Okay, I think this one's at me. My partner is a frequent gamer. How do I spend quality time together?
Unplug the computer and hide the cord.
Just let them game. There's no quality time. The relationship is over.
Oh, that makes me sad. Do you already have a lawyer on retainer?
I do. It's in my phone. You want to look at it? No. If they're a decent human being, they will definitely make time to spend quality time. Because I mean, I do. Like I like gaming a lot, but usually I try to not do it when wifey's awake. Most of the time. Sometimes I do play if she's super tired or something like that. But now if they're in a dungeon, then you have to wait until they're done. Or if it's something that they can't stop and save at. Because I play a lot of games where there's no like pause button or save thing right then and there. But just ask them, like, hey, you want to watch a movie later? Or, hey, you want to go eat later? Or, hey, you want to do the naughty later? You know, stuff like that. And they should say, yes, babe, of course I do. And they'll get off at a decent time.
I'm listening to all the reasons, like how I can get you off your computer.
You can't.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take the power cord and hide it.
Hide it or cut it up in pieces.
No. You just like if for good behavior. Like, yo, if you hang out with me X amount of time, I'll give you your.
There you go. That'll work too. Yeah, if they're like hardcore game and they don't want to like get off a game, then yeah, you might have to go to extreme. And when they're asleep or something, take the power cord and hide it. But then if they're smart, they might have a backup power cord.
Or
I do
even
not, but
better, bring them a drink that's spiked with some sort of drug that makes them go to sleep.
Jesus.
Then you tie them up, and then you have all the quality time in the world.
Wow. That went dark, sort of.
So there you go. You have 3 options.
Yeah, you have a lot of options.
Just be open and honest and talk to them.
What you should do to like the extreme of what not to do.
Options. I like my third one.
Yeah, oh my God. Of course you like the third one.
It's like American Dad when Roger is in love with Haley and
Oh,
she ties
yeah.
him to the bed, or he
Yeah.
ties her to the bed.
Jesus.
Yeah, so those are your options. Definitely do it. Next one's a serious one. How do I deal with a condescending friend? Do you know what that means?
No. Not really. Not like I can't give you a definition.
So this is what I would do. If I have a condescending friend who did shit like that, be like, do you know what that means? Bullshit. I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. Learn to talk to me. And walk away and see what they do.
They'll probably just defriend you.
That's fine. Why would you want a friend like that?
That is true.
That if somebody makes you feel like shit all the time, then fuck them. Delete them, unfriend them. You can ghost people. You can cut toxic people out of your life.
You can.
And it's okay. Don't let people make you feel bad for making decisions for yourself that are good decisions.
Cut toxic people. Cut them. Snip, snip, snip. I mean, don't literally cut them.
Or literally cut them.
I was like,
So,
wait.
tying back to the previous question, if you have a condescending friend, what you're going to do is give them a drink that has a drug in it. Then you're going to tie them up, and then you're going to teach them how to talk to you.
Yeah, I had to talk to you. And if they're still condescending,
For a few days.
then we can go back to what
they're
I
gonna
said
get-
earlier. Put some white powder on your hand and smack the fuck out of them.
They're going to get real hungry after a few days. Then they're going to be like, I promise I'll be nice to you. And then there's going to be no proof. Be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just don't record it. If you do record it, and don't like upload it to a cloud, because that shit can be
I would
found.
upload that and be like, this is how you deal with shitty friends.
Oh my God.
This is
And
like
you will
a
get caught
wiki how.
instantly.
A wiki how. Step 1,
No, Fifi.
get Rohypnol.
What does chloroform smell like?
I want to know. All right.
Oh, next.
Next.
I have a man I can't trust. He cheats so much, I'm not even sure the baby I'm carrying is his. What should I do? What?
Wait. I need
Wait, I'm
read it
not
again.
even sure the baby I'm carrying is his.
Wait, who's cheating in this relationship?
Yeah, who's cheating then?
First and foremost, do you know how babies are made? If you're not cheating,
Then the baby is definitely his.
and then go to school.
Unless he somehow got someone else's sperm and then put it in you.
Do you believe the fact? Okay, so this is a theory that you can get pregnant if you sit, or get herpes if you sit on a toilet seat.
Yeah, and that's why I tell you to always put toilet paper down. I like how you make that face, but you just said what could happen.
Could, but it's like, what is? I want to know the statistics.
Why would you want to know? Who cares? Just put toilet paper down.
That's like, if I have to pee or poop, really, like, I'm like,
Put toilet paper down.
I'm going to shit myself.
Better
Sorry,
than
not
getting,
sorry.
Better than getting hurt.
If you can't trust your man, delete him from your life. Again,
Who's
going
cheating in
back
this
to the
scenario?
previous section, get him a drink, put something in it, tie him up. And then I'm sure after a few days he'll tell
I
you.
think
if
that's
he's-
probably the answer for anything and everything at this
I
point.
think going forward, that's a really strong answer.
I think so. I think that's just all the answers. Hey, all right, we're done.
So just tie them all back up.
Just tie them all up.
Okay. Going back to the, should I deadbolt my husband in the house so he doesn't like sleepwalk outside naked?
Well, we already said tie him up, so
That
yeah,
that was good.
that's why we continue with the tying up.
And
thing.
then definitely double check your baby to make sure it's actually there.
I'm maybe it was typed wrong. Was it typed
No,
wrong?
this is what it was. Copy and pasted. I'm
Oh,
not
my
even
Lord.
sure the baby I'm carrying is his. I really hope that they were joking.
I think that was a mistype.
I think they're serious, or they're joking.
I think that was a mistype. At least I hope, because that means they're both cheating. or maybe she wants to blame him for cheating, but she's the one cheating.
Ooh.
She's like, "You're cheating on me," and he's like being super faithful, but it turns out that she's the one like going
Hoeing.
around, yeah, sleeping around.
We're not judging hoes. If you want to be a hoe, but don't be a home wrecker.
I'm sorry to, since we're talking about cheating, I was watching this thing, and it's who was it? It wasn't Cardi B. Amber Rose. Amber
yeah,
Rose on his talk show thing, and she's like, well, if going on a date, makes me a slut, then I'm gonna be a slut. Then basically, it was something like that. And the guy was like, well, I don't think you going on dates makes you a slut, but sleeping with a bunch of different men makes you a slut. And Amber Rose was like, well, what if the guy sleeps with a bunch of women? He's like, that makes him a slut maker. I was like, Jesus, that's fucked up.
She actually has a video the morning after, like, what is it called? The Walk of Shame. But she has a video of her doing the Walk of Shame, but it's not. And she's like dancing around, and everybody's like, oh, you just got some. It was really funny. Yeah, moving on. My turn.
On forward.
I joined the Navy to see the world. I've seen it. How do I get out? Get hurt?
Get hurt, or what is it like?
Go AWOL?
Yeah, go AWOL.
But
But
that's
just
like,
don't do it like to the extreme of going to prison.
okay, so if you injure yourself, like just shoot yourself in the foot or something,
Get
then
medical
they'll
discharge.
get discharged. But if you go AWOL, that's actually really bad, and that means you really can't get a job ever again.
Yeah, I wouldn't get. Yeah, don't do the AWOL one. But yeah, just
Or stab yourself. Do something like drastic enough that you'll survive, but they won't want you.
or get. I wouldn't say stab yourself or,
Or
shoot
gain
yourself,
a lot of weight.
because I don't think not a normal person can inflict pain on themselves. So get someone else to do it. I know I couldn't do it. I couldn't just sit. I
probably
mean,
just
I could
shoot
probably
myself.
shoot my hand, but
I've stabbed myself enough.
of course you have.
On accident.
Not everyone is like wifey over here. Most normal people, define normal. Most normal people cannot do that to themselves. Okay?
I tried waxing myself. That sucked.
Oh my God. Again. Get someone else to do it. But yeah, really, there's only like two ways to get discharged. Either medical or AWOL. I thought there was one other one. There's one other one. I just can't think
I
of
don't
it
think
right
it's
now.
valid anymore, but if you're gay. But that's not valid anymore, right?
I don't know.
Your brother used to be in the Navy.
Yeah, but my brother's not gay.
Well, no, I mean, he would know.
Maybe.
How to get out. Not like,
Oh yeah, he would know how to get out, possibly, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty
Probably
sure there's
not.
quite a few different ways to get out, but some he might not be able to tell us.
what I would suggest is get really fat and become a diabetic. Then you can't. Or become allergic to something.
Yeah, or become allergic to something. So eat a bunch of peanuts.
And then
Or peanut
form an
butter.
allergy against it. And then you can't be in the Navy. or army of any sort.
Yeah. Or just stab yourself.
Or just stab yourself or shoot yourself. Or have somebody give you a drink with some drugs in it.
That would probably, like, the drug that makes you go AWOL and then blame it on the drink
There you
that
go.
someone
You
spiked.
got kidnapped. You have PTSD now. You can't.
Oh, there you go. PTSD. There you go.
That's,
That was the
that's
other
not
one.
a great thing, but
But most people in the military have PTSD.
ooh, this is a good
so
one, but it's longer.
it's fine. Okay, next questiones. My parents lied about the fact that I married another woman, but now my parents want to have a do-over wedding and are asking that my partner pretends to be a man. What should I do? Holy shit. Damn it. Let me read it one more time. My parents lied about the fact that I married another woman. So the parents said that you're marrying another woman, but it was actually a man, right?
Okay, so there's two women in this scenario. So they have a daughter, and that daughter married another woman. The parent. I'm just gonna explain it.
What?
I'm gonna explain it. So, whenever they talk about their daughter being married, they say it's just to a man, but because they're in denial, they don't want her to be married to another woman. So now they're kind of coming to the fact that, hey, I missed out on my daughter's wedding. They want to do over, so they want to do a wedding again.
But they want the woman to be a man.
Not their daughter, the other woman.
Obviously.
Yes.
Okay, I get it now. Jeez, these are some complicated questions. I like.
So I'm just going to say this. Fuck your parents.
Yeah.
You be you. If they have an issue with it, cut.
Or, as we said previous, tie them up.
Give them a drink with some drugs in it.
Drink with some drugs in it and tie them up. And just tell them how ridiculous they are being over and over and over again.
Until they get it. Or they could do like gay porn until they're okay with it.
There you go. Yes. So, again, give them a drink with something in it, tie them up, and make them watch gay porn for like 2 days straight or longer if they don't get it. And be like, look, I'm going to marry who the hell I want to, and you can't do nothing about it. I mean, they missed your first wedding, so, you know.
Saying it. Anyway, so it's their own damn fault for not
being okay with your...
I'm trying to think of a word. Your marriage. It's a marriage. You married somebody, you love them, and now they're trying to be okay with it, but on their terms. So fuck them.
Yeah. Your parents are not nice people.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck them. No. I would just be like, you know what? You're not happy? No.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
And then make sure you both are wearing beautiful wedding dresses again and all that shit.
Yeah, and like put it to even more extreme than the first time. Like, what is it? Like put rainbow things around or something like that.
The rainbow flags.
Rainbow flags, and just make it like super out there to be like, hey, we are marrying the same sex, and y'all can go F yourselves type thing.
I like how we've been swearing this entire time, and then again you say F yourself.
I like it sometimes. Like I said, we can't both be pirates 100% of the time.
Arg.
Arg?
Pirate. Arg.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
So there's a funny kind of segue off of that. I read an article where this older gentleman had a son who was gay, and the neighbors found out, and they were kind of berating him and being really like negative about it. And so the dad, like in all his glory, bought like 30 rainbow flags, and he put them all around his yard in his neighborhood. Holy shit, that was so cool.
I would do something like that.
That is so cool.
Like,
props.
If we do ever have kids, and it turns out that our daughter or son turns out to like the same sex, like I would 100% support them. And if people gave them shit, I would like go to the extreme to doing something like that or more. Like, people need to get over the fact that there's people that like the same sex out there. Who gives a shit? Like, you can love who you want to love. Like, I don't understand why it's such a big damn deal.
It's not bothering you.
Yeah.
If it is, then you need to figure out
your
why.
life.
Yeah, you need to figure out your own shit. But that's my suggestion. I I'm sorry that you have to go through that, but hopefully you figured it out.
I mean,
Or
if you're
we
real
helped.
close to your parents, I mean, it does kind of suck, but hey,
Snip, snip.
parents can get cut out of people's lives too. You
They're
know?
still toxic,
Yeah,
even though you're.
parents can be toxic too. I mean, look at what's that movie with damn it, I can't remember her name right now. I'm even following her Instagram. The chick that was in a wheelchair and her parent like made her.
Oh, Gypsy Rose?
Gypsy Rose. Like, look at Gypsy Rose and her mom. I mean,
I
that's
mean,
to
that
the
was extreme, but
still, I mean, shit like that happens, you know. So, snip, snip. Just don't cut them literally.
or do that,
Or if you want, you know, you can.
or give them a drink with drugs in it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have 3 left. This next one is this one's funny. My future sister-in-law is demanding that my wedding is postponed. That's hard to say. Postponed.
Postponed.
There we go. That's better. Until after she gets breast augmentation surgery.
Does that mean get smaller?
Or
Or
bigger.
just bigger.
Oh,
Okay.
bigger
It's
or
just-
smaller.
Okay, just
You're augmenting your breasts.
got it.
What should I do? My future sister-in-law is demanding that the wedding be postponed.
Because she wants to get
Breast
breast work.
breast work, yes.
Hmm.
Fuck her.
Oh, meaning like, okay, so the one sister's
We're
getting
getting
married.
married. We're getting
And
married.
the one that's getting surgery wants you to postpone the wedding because she's getting fuck that.
Yeah. I like how there was like a light that just went off on your head. You're like, oh, this is interesting. And I'm like,
I thought like you and I getting married, you want to postpone the wedding because you were getting it done. I'm like, okay,
no,
well, that's
future
what you really want.
sister-in-law.
I just woke up like 40 minutes ago, so
Nope, because we've been doing it for 42 minutes.
fuck. 45 minutes ago. Sorry.
No, fuck that. If she tell her to put some of those, what are those cutlets in, if she wants bigger, or use duct tape if she wants smaller. Is she in the wedding? If not, then fuck that.
Well, obviously she's in the wedding. That's why she wanted her to postpone it. It's her sister. Of course she's in the wedding.
Not necessarily. My sister wasn't in my wedding. Yes, she was.
Yes, she. Wow, I'm gonna tell your sister.
I forget who was like, because there was so much going on that day. Your mom randomly became one of my bridesmaids.
Yeah, my mom was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
She got real
She
excited.
got real excited.
That was pretty funny. Like on the day, as like 2 minutes before I'm going down the aisle, one of my friends, she was just having some issues, and that's totally understandable. Like we all have issues, and so she just was
yeah, I
like.
remember.
She was like, I can't do this. And I'm like, okay, I'm in Vegas. I really didn't want to have a big thing. I just wanted to get married and be done with it and didn't want to plan anything. Maybe we'll post our wedding video on Patreon so everybody can join in and like laugh at the
I
fact.
cried like a little business.
And on the way down the aisle, I called him said bitch.
She's like, "Quit crying like a little bitch," and I was like, "I can't help
It
it."
was really funny. Anyway, so I was like, I don't really care. Let's just move on. Like, whoever wants to go. And like, I'm like, ask Ty's mom. And she was like, okay.
Yeah, she was like, "Hell yeah."
It was really, and then she got to walk down the aisle with 2 of your groomsmen, which was really cute.
Yeah, my mom was super excited. I love my mom.
But
So
no, don't do that. If it fits into your schedule and you're willing to do it, yes, but don't plan your wedding around this girl because she's gonna take the reins and then she's gonna be demanding a whole hell of a lot more
Yeah.
shit, and it's gonna make your life hell. Think of it: you're marrying this man, not his sister. So
and to reiterate, it is your wedding and your husband's wedding. Your sister is not getting married to y'all as well. So, because that would be weird. Very weird. So, yeah, I would say, sister, I'm sorry, but we're getting married on this date. If you want to go, you can go and you can change your fucking breast implant or reduction another day. If she says, I can't do that, and we're like, well, sorry about your bad luck, but you can go fuck yourself. Anyway,
we can just crop you in and just enhance your boobs in all the pictures.
yeah, there you go.
There we go. That's a side.
Yeah, just get like a video done and just crop it to make it seem like
Oh.
her taters are bigger.
Just thought of something. Or you can give her a drink with a drug in it. It's still gonna be funny. I
and
don't
then
know.
you can tie her up and let her know how dumb her question was. That's, and then if that doesn't stick, then you can put baby powder in your right or left hand, or both, and just double smack that ass. Not the ass, but the face. So there you go. I think those are all legit choices. We
We
gave
have-
you like 6.
Just a side note, we're not qualified, so
Or you can just cut her out of your life too. Snip,
Snip,
snip.
snip, cut,
Not
cut.
literal. Not literal.
literal.
Again, I just want to
or just do it.
make sure we understand. Not literal.
Videotape it for evidence.
And send it to us. We
And
will
we'll
not
put it on
let
our
anyone
Patreon.
know.
I like how you're saying we won't let anybody else
We
know.
won't
And I'm
let
like,
anyone
no,
know.
we're gonna let
We're gonna
everybody,
let everybody know.
everybody know.
So, next question is, I accidentally gave my mother-in-law shroom chocolates. What should I do? Oh, Jesus.
First and foremost, is she okay now?
Yeah, is she all right? Like, it depends on how much you gave her.
They didn't dive into it. That literally was a question. That's all they asked. Because the next one is like a list of what happened.
nice.
Don't read that. I'm gonna read
Nice.
that. Well, she should be okay now, right?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
it's been a few days.
unless you gave it to her that day and you're like, oh, let me ask this question.
So first and foremost, you have to be her buddy. And that means you cannot do any drugs and you have to be her spirit guide through this transaction. And then get like a lot of black lights and those black light posters. That'll be fun.
That would be fun.
And then just try to get as many deep dark secrets that she has. So when she gets out of it, you have stuff against her.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Somebody farted.
That wasn't a fart. That was a
Do you smell that? I smell fart.
That was a bark. Sorry about that loudness. That's a interesting question. I mean, I hope she's okay now. I mean, if you gave her too many, then I would definitely say a hospital is in effect to check her. But if you gave her a few, then she should be on a pretty good trip. And just keep her on that good trip. Don't let it go south.
Or make it go south and then start putting scary stuff in her head and make
my
it like a
God.
living horror movie. Oh my God, that would be funny.
I mean, you can do that to a parent that's shitty, yeah, but
Well, she might be shitty. I'm just saying there's a few options here. How shitty she is. If she's just kind of condescending and an asshole, then do what I told you earlier and like just get her into a space where she feels like she can be super honest and just get a lot of shit on her. Like get a lot of the skeletons in her closet. Maybe her son is actually not, what is it?
her son.
Maybe her son is not like the dad is not the dad, whatever. I don't know. Just that's fun. And then if she's a real asshole, like monster in-law seriousness, then you do the horror movie. So then they'll be terrified of you, which is great.
Or you can also give her a drink with a drug in it and tie her up and hope she doesn't do anything freaking crazy. If you
Hopefully.
gave her too many, but
I feel like she's okay.
I feel like she should be okay.
Just make sure you hydrate
let her
her.
enjoy the trip and
Hydrate her. Make sure she's hydrated.
yeah, and make sure she's
That
hydrated.
shit gives you cotton mouth.
I didn't know you taking shrooms before.
No, I had friends. I was their
Don't lie.
spirit guide.
She's taken shrooms before. I never have. I haven't done any drugs or drugettes.
Drugs or drugettes. It's male or female. It's like L or La.
You have pink pills and you have blue pills.
Shroom O or Shroom Ah. All right, so this next one's a little bit long, so bear with me as I read it. But I found it fucking intriguing. Can you stop licking my pants, dude? Love you, but stop.
Over there.
All right. So this is the premise of the discussion. This is our last one as well. So we see the end of the tunnel. I think my husband is trying to poison me. What should I do? Then I received this after. So the reasons why she feels that she's. So this is why I'm like, fuck yeah, this is what I want. A meaty like question.
This is a tomahawk steak.
Tomahawk. Okay.
Tomahawk.
I suspect he's putting something in my coffee. I notice it smells funny, and when I drink it, my eyes get super puffy and swollen. Are you fucking poisoning me?
Yes.
Great. Okay, cool. Just wanted to
100%.
make sure. I suspect he's also adding stuff to my lotions and bath products, which created brown discolorations on my skin. I've now switched, not the next dot. I've now switched to drinking tea, have left decoy shampoos and skin products in the bathroom, and hidden my good products. My hair and skin has improved almost overnight. Last month, I purchased a small camera and hid it in the bathroom, but I think he discovered it and deleted the files. So I moved it to a new location and he put something in front of the lens. I need help. I've been married to this man for 11 years. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out.
Do y'all have like a? Do y'all have a insurance policy on each other?
Increase it and then kill him first.
Like, because if so, I mean, that seems like unless he's just super annoyed of you and was like, I want out of this mess and I don't want to do it the right way. But unless that's the only thing I can think of that he would try to like poison you is like y'all have a pretty hefty insurance policy on each other or just on you, and he's trying to take 100% advantage of that insurance policy thing.
So this one was really not fun because this is terrible, but I definitely would be suspicious of that because if all of these things, or you can just be so paranoid, which is it could be
like,
possible.
Have you used the lotion and products before and then you used them again and then that stuff happened? Or was it like the first time you bought it and used it that happened?
And then you're just allergic to it, which
you're
happens
just
to me
allergic
sometimes.
Yeah, which could happen.
But that if that's not the case, then if your coffee is smelling funny, and what other coffee is smelling funny, I get really bad allergies too. I'm just trying to think through this whole process and saying that like yesterday, randomly, my right eye just got really puffy and swollen. And this fucker said, "What happened to your eye?" Thanks, babe.
You're welcome. Love you.
Suck. And so adding stuff to your lotions and bath products, like, and then if you put a camera and then he found it and then deleted the files, that's definitely
And if he found a camera and then put a lens, put something in front of it, then yeah, it is pretty damn suspicious. He might definitely be doing something to you.
But that's just first and foremost, I would just ask him. I'd be like, dude, are you trying to poison me or something?
Like he's gonna answer that legit.
Just because then that's bringing it to the table. And then he's aware that he either needs to do better at poisoning without you noticing, or he needs to fucking stop. If you have anything that's going on in your marriage that maybe is the reason why you're just like fighting all the time, or you're really upset, maybe he's cheating on you and he's just trying to get rid of you so he can marry this other person.
That could be true too. There could be like a few different reasons.
But if you're noticing things that are happening like that, I would leave.
Yeah.
Just like if you were doing shit like that to me, I probably wouldn't figure it out until after the fact. I'd be like dead and I'm like, shit, I should have noticed that.
Noticed that.
But the thing is, you don't make my coffee. I make my coffee. I make your coffee. So you should be afraid.
Yeah. If I'm getting poisoned, then I know what's up. Like if you legit feel that he is poisoning you, and that's kind of a sign that you put cameras around and he like deleted files or found them and covered them up or just tampered with them in general, then you should probably definitely get out of that situation because you don't want to end up being like on 6 o'clock news
Probably,
one
definitely.
day. And so just get out of that. And who knows? I mean, maybe that's what he wanted and he will leave you alone after that. But I mean, that does kind of suck. Y'all been married for 11 years and he's like...
You know what? Sometimes it's better to start over than to stay in something. Why is she licking you?
No, she wasn't. She was nodding because she wanted me to pet her. I've been petting her this whole time.
She's so sweet.
But yeah, like if you can try to figure out, like, so try the camera thing possibly one more time, but set more than just one. So put one like, I don't know, in the kitchen somewhere. Put one in the living room, but that you can see into the kitchen, like to see where he's making your coffee. Put one in the bedroom somewhere, but just try to hide them in a way where there's more than one. If he finds one or two, he won't find the other one type thing or something.
And then I would, not to be a dick, but all men suck at hiding shit. They think they do a really good job. What I would do is I would just kind of, while he's out, maybe when he's at work or something, you can like figure it out, because usually if he's poisoning you, there's something there that's going to be poisoning you, unless it's just everyday like household.
Maybe he knows what she's allergic to and he's just putting whatever she's allergic to.
Maybe, but I'm just saying, like, if that's the case, then maybe he has something around. Maybe he's trying to put, if anything smells like almonds, don't take it, because that's arsenic.
Really? Mm-hmm. But my almond milk smells like almonds.
It's all arsenic. You're just like adding arsenic to your coffee.
I love arsenic. It tastes delicious.
Arsenic, or is it cyanide? Cyanide.
Arsenic, cyanide. They're both bad for you. So
They're very bad for you. Anyway, so that I would definitely go do that. Just try to figure out it. Just do a quick search. Definitely look in the garage paint cans if you have any, because sometimes they empty them out and add things there. If there's anything new to in your house that he put there kind of nonchalantly, then that's definitely something that I would be suspicious about.
So check and add cameras again. And if he finds all the cameras and hides them or deletes stuff on them, then yeah, I think you can 100%, what is it, like, say that he's trying to poison you, and I would get out of Dodge.
And then you can bring that to the police station and get him arrested.
Yeah.
For attempted murder.
Or you can also make him a drink, put something in there, some drugs in there, and tie his ass up and find out the truth. Ooh, truth serum. There you go.
There we go.
I'm sure you can find out. I don't know if you can get it in real life.
FBI?
They have it in movies all the time.
But it's like one of those things that if you have a high tolerance for medication, which I do, it doesn't work for you. And so...
Give you extra. Give you a lot of truth serum.
I think it's like can kill you too if you give them too much.
Give you a lot of truth serum.
Great.
Great. Or just ask your hubby. I was gonna say
it's
hubby.
A hubbin.
Ask your hubby what does chloroform smell like.
Can you smell this?
And then put it on his face.
Like hall pass.
Yeah, like hall pass. That's a good. I like this.
Yes, like hall pass.
Hall pass.
But that's the questions today. We had a lot of mixed good ones. Definitely
a lot of confusing ones on my end. Maybe I just wasn't understanding them very well.
No, they're confusing, but we did our best, and we hope that you understand we're not qualified, so we have warned you. We're giving you terrible advice or really great advice. Maybe you'll just take it up. And if you do like give somebody a drink with some sort of drug in it and then tie them up, please let us know.
Yeah,
and
definitely
let us know how it goes. And we can share your story. But moving forward, our next episode, movie and topic. My movie, I am choosing something funny this time, one of my favorites. I know I chose UHF, but nobody liked it.
Of course no one liked it.
It's amazing. Shut up.
UHF.
I'm going to choose something a little more pop culture-y. That's a word.
It is a word.
It's called Mystery Men. It has Ben Stiller in it. And you can watch it on Peacock.
Peacock,
No, Peacock. Word on the streets, you got
My
something.
topic is worst fears.
I like how we discuss it like 2 seconds before this, and then he cannot remember. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude, you literally said it out loud.
I did.
2 seconds ago.
Remember things.
Anyway, so Mystery Men, Worst Fears. Make sure you do the homework. Watch the movie.
Think about your worst fears.
And share that. That'll be fun.
And share them 1,000,000%. If not, then we will fine you. And we will give you a drink with something in it and tie you up.
And then we will drill you and torture you until you tell us your worst fear. Maybe that is your worst fear.
Or maybe we're your worst fear.
Dun, dun, dun.
That would be lovely.
I always wanted to be somebody's worst fear. I actually scare people, and I love that.
I'm too sweet.
I know you're just...
I'm like a big bag of gummy bears.
So just a fun story before we end this. I know we're getting long, but it's going to be short. We were at a beer pong tournament and I was sitting there talking to one of my friends and it was just a really normal conversation. I'm just going to call this person R. And he said something. I'm like, what did you say? Like I was about to fight him and I got up and I'm like, what did you say? He's like, I'm Katie. I'm really, really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know what I said. What did I say? I won't say it again. He like freaked out. And I love the fact that I scared somebody to the point of freaking out like that. I don't know if he was acting. I don't think he was because he like stepped back and usually people don't step back unless they are very afraid. So that made my day. That made my life. I hope
she just wants to instill fear in people. So you're like
fear is the best form of respect.
You're like every scary or every what is that like freaking movie I've seen where they're villains. Every villain movie. There we go.
I'm okay with being a villain. Villain?
A villain? Wow. Okay.
Villain.
A villain. What is that?
I have no idea.
A billion.
Anyway, so thank you for listening. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Remember, please watch Mystery Men. You can find it on Peacock. I'm sure it's probably on Redbox as well. So if you want to rent it, then we are going to be discussing.
Worst fears.
Thank you. If you like us, please, please, please rate, review. We definitely love those rates and reviews. We definitely need them. That'll help us out. If you tell your friends to listen to us, please let them know we are awesome and they will enjoy us and they need to rate and review us as well. Or if
And
they
get good laughs.
and get good laughs. I find us funny. We hope you find us funny. But if you are wanting to feed our dogs and you want to see us feed our dogs, please go to Patreon. You can find our Patreon page on inforthenightpodcast.com, and there is like a search, like a drop down thing that you can go click on it, and then it'll just bring you right to the page. And once you donate, we will purchase treats for our dogs and videotape them, and then they're going to be happy. You will see the happy faces. But other than that, we hope you enjoyed it. We hope we gave you a reason to stay in for the night, and we will catch you later.
Peace out.